Hello, listeners. My name is Charles Scott. Here we are again this fine weekend, and the program is called Can We Talk? Every week we give you a lot of information as to what's happening within the community, and we hope that you have a friend or you can tune in and share this information and it will be helpful to you. This week we have a guest. It's a friend of mine, Lorraine Gibbons. She's the Executive Director of the Cardinal Sheehan Center and the McGivney Community Center. So with that, I'd like to introduce her, and we're going to have a conversation as to some of our programs, some of the things that she does within the community, and hopefully the information you get today will be very useful and you can share it with a lot of the other individuals out there. With that, I'd like to say hello.
Hello, Charles.
So how are you doing today?
I'm fantastic. How are you?
Good. Like I said, we're going to have like a fireside chat here, talk about some of the things that are of interest to you and some of the things that you're presently doing. Basically, could you tell me a little bit about your background and how you ended up with the Father Sheehan Center and a little bit about yourself?
The Cardinal Sheehan Center. Yes. So before coming to the Cardinal Sheehan Center, I actually worked at Aquarion Water Company in Bridgeport for about 11 years, and in that role, actually there, I worked in various capacities. I came in as a senior financial accountant and was promoted to manager of shareholder relations, and then finally to corporate relations and assistant corporate secretary.
Oh, great.
So I worked in various capacities with different nonprofits and representing the company in the community. And actually prior to that, I was actually working in banking.
Oh,
so
okay.
really well-rounded.
That ties in with the banking, the fundraising, the management, the director. So
Absolutely.
I can see why they chose you.
Oh, well, thank you so much. And and even the role that I'm in now, currently as the executive director for the Cardinal Sheehan Center and the McGivney Community Center, I came in as the director of development. So there I was involved with grant writing, fundraising, representing the company in the community, and really a lot of public relations, and really working side by side with the executive director.
Well, could you tell me a little bit about some of the programs that you offer, and how does that fit in with your mission statement?
Sure. So our mission at the Sheehan Center is to enrich the lives of children. So enriching lives through learning, and the mission of the McGivney Community Center is to provide stimulating and enriching programs that foster academic success and self-esteem. And so the two centers pretty much have the same mission in a sense. The missions are really well aligned. And some of the programs that we provide is a after-school program, summer camp. There's so many other programs that's embedded in the after-school program, such as at the Sheehan Center, podcasting, there's homework help, there's cooking, there's culinary. There's a leadership program for 6th through 8th graders where we have those students ready for high school. We prepare them for high school. There's a training program, free job training program for others as well. And my goodness, we have a HOPE program, which is a violence prevention program. We just started a Lego program for the students. And then of course we have our tutoring program to help those students who need a little bit of academic help in various subjects. And my gosh, there's swimming, there's basketball, there's arts and craft, there's tutoring, there's again, so many programs, one of which we started a couple years ago called Skill Trades, really trying to get those students involved with various trades that's out there, should they not, have a pathways forward for college.
I know I used to go by the Sheehan Center, and I'd see all the cars out there, and I'd say, must be a basketball game going on. And I don't know why, but probably myself, like many people, I always associated it with sports, and I knew that there was like a lot of different events that were going on there. And then I met you, and I actually took a tour, and I was like shocked at all of the events. That's been going on for like 60 years, right?
Oh my gosh, yes. We've been operating now for about 63 years at the Sheehan Center, and the center's really been known for basketball for the most part, because we have a Biddy Ball program, Biddy Ball leagues, we have middle school basketball leagues. In fact, we just wrapped up our championship games yesterday. And then of course we have the spring leagues and the summer leagues for high school students, and a lot of basketball programs. But you're right, our mission is enriching lives through learning. So we try to make sure that there's the academic and the enrichment part of it as well, and cultural part as well, to make sure that we are exposing students
I never
to other
realized
opportunities.
how big the center is. I know when you drive past there and you look just the front, but it goes deep. It not only goes deep, but there's many layers, upstairs, downstairs. And like I know when we talk about the youth, and I was really impressed, it's not just basketball.
Mm-hmm.
You have last year when I was there, you had the stock brokerage.
Yes.
Maybe talk a little,
Yes.
I was really impressed by that. You actually have
A stock ticker tape.
A stock ticker tape. For many people that don't know what that is, you could go in there real time and look up and see. I remember years ago, I was always impressed that they used to have these financial centers, and you could see the stocks going across there, and you see the Dow going up and down, and this is something that you teach your youth, right?
Yes, absolutely. So one of the other programs that I failed to mention is our financial literacy program. So we call it our economic empowerment program. And kindergartners through our 8th grade students, each one of those students receive some form of financial literacy. And so with that, we made sure we embedded our stock ticker tape as part of our financial literacy program. So at the Cardinal Sheehan Center, there's a ticker tape that shows all of the stocks in the Dow. And of course, the students get so tickled because some of the companies they do recognize. They're like, oh my goodness, there's McDonald's, there's Nike, there's Home Depot, and some of the companies that they're familiar with. And while some of them, especially the little ones, may not fully understand the notion, the financial instructor will share with them about savings. And instead of spending money on candy, you could actually treat yourself. You treat yourself by saving a little bit. And so it's a little bit more advanced naturally for the older students when we incorporate the stock ticker tape. But that really complements the program that we're trying to do and to teach our young people about, savings and investing as well.
That's one of the reasons why I wanted you to come on today, because every week we talk about financial situations, what's going on in the market, and we try to give people out there in the listening audience information that can affect their lives. We talk about real estate, but we also talk about you got to be able to afford it. You got to have the finances. And this is one of the things that I've always advocated is you got to start with the youth at home, finances, how to balance a checkbook, how to get involved in stocks and bonds. The other thing I was impressed at is you have a full recording studio.
Yes, and actually, I brought the flyer with me here. We do, and so we have a recording studio that we started a couple years ago. And that's with it's named the Bivens Family Recording Studio, Music Studio. And so our 7th and 8th graders do receive, recordings. So they get to know about how to put wires together and what it takes to make beats and, how to put music and tune together. And so it's really exposing our students according to our mission of enriching lives through learning. And that's embedded at the Sheehan Center as part of our after-school program. And I want to lift up on Saturdays, however, our high school students can come to the center and receive that at no cost. So our high school students have the ability to come to the center on Saturday mornings from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. and get any form of, to be in the recording studio, have fun, learn a beat, create their own beat, and make melody and learn at the same time.
So, like I said, there's a lot of things at the center that I wasn't aware of. And even in the short period of time that we have, we probably won't touch on 1/3 of all of the, not only not 1/3, probably 1/10 of all of the things and the activities. And you go there, it's a fury of activity and people coming, going, offices, from morning to night.
It is, we're truly busy. And, and I'm just talking about the Cardinal Sheehan Center and at the McGivney Community Center. We also incorporate financial literacy in every single program that we have, from kindergartners all the way through our 8th graders at the McGivney Community Center. Both centers serve really diverse population of students, and very much the programs, we make sure that they're growth enhancing for the families and for the children themselves. So kindergartners through 8th graders can come to the McGivney Community Center. We're on Stillman Street, 338. Stillman Street in Bridgeport, and of course the Cardinal Sheehan Center, 1494 Main Street in Bridgeport. But I must also say that the Cardinal Sheehan Center, in our business, we are open Monday through Saturday.
There you go.
So Monday through Saturday we're open, and of course on Sundays, typically we don't have games, but for our middle school league, there's basketball games on Sundays. And we just really want to make sure that we provide a wide spectrum of various programs, growth enhancing programs for the children and for the families that they're looking for and that they really do deserve as well.
Also, can you tell me a little bit about the area that you serve as far as the population? Is it just around the Bridgeport area?
Yes, so for the most part, for the Cardinal Sheehan Center and the McGivney Community Center, for our after-school program, we know that most of the students that do come to the Sheehan Center reside in Bridgeport for the after-school program. We may get a couple students from Stratford that may attend the after-school program. I will also say that for our summer day camp, we tend to see mainly Bridgeport students, but then also we have students from Trumbull, Stratford, some Shelton students who have come to the center for summer camp. We've seen that some of the families, as they are coming to work to Bridgeport, it's convenient for them, for their child to be at the Sheehan Center or the McGivney Community Center, so they could drop the child off or their children off before they go to work. And then when they come home from work, they could also be able to get their student.
So it's all encompassing. Great,
Yeah.
great.
And then of course for basketball, at the Cardinal Sheehan Center, we have teams from Danbury, from Stratford, from New Haven,
so they come from
Shelton.
all over.
Yes, so our
Regional.
basketball program is really
Great.
regional, so we get a diverse group of
I know I
students.
go by in the parking spaces, it's like you got to go all the way downtown.
You do, and forget it if there's a
the way
championship game.
downtown.
Yeah, absolutely. And parking is tricky because there's no parking garage, so it's on-street parking. Beautiful thing is that we are on a corner lot, Lumber
Exactly.
and Main Street, so there's always parking on both sides of the on Main Street all the way as well. So yes, we're really busy in terms of providing the various programs for the young people, and it's really the needs as well that we see in the community.
Which is what I was going to say. What fundraising activities do you have at the Sheehan Center, and what do they support as far as fundraising?
Yeah, so the Sheehan Center, we have about 5-6 fundraising events per year. 5 of the fundraisers support our after school and Saturday program. And there's one fundraiser that we have that really specific to our summer day camp. And so that's our men's golf classic. It's called the Lisa Daddario Sheehan Golf Classic. And that's fast approaching, if I could say fast approaching, on Monday, May the 5th at Racebrook Country Club in Orange. And that really benefits our summer day camp program.
We have a QR code right there for all of the individuals out there that may be interested, or if you golf, or you may be interested in just finding out more about how you can assist and how you can help. You can get in touch with Ms. Gibbons. Also, you can see the date there. It's May 5th.
May 5th.
And where's that located at now?
In Racebrook Country Club in Orange. It's right on Derby Avenue in Orange.
I know last year when I attended and I went there, it was a flurry of activity again, people coming in, and you also have the little gifts that you gave out and a little luncheon that you gave out, and I was walking around the grounds and I said, oh, this is nice.
It's a beautiful facility, 18 holes, very beautiful. There's opportunities for individuals to help to sponsor the event as well. During the reception part of it, we have a young person who really speaks about the impact the Sheehan Center has had on his or her life. And so it's really good to see that the person, the individual, will be able to speak about the Sheehan Center and to give him that space, that platform.
Exactly.
In terms of public speaking and confidence building. And the families that come is so happy to see their child, their son or their daughter. Really, they're talking to over 150 people in attendance. So yes, we're definitely looking for the support of the community because the proceeds benefit our summer day camp that really helps our young people.
So I just want to mention again, if there's anyone out there that golfs, they can call you.
Absolutely.
Or they could go to that QR code, or either they can let their friends know. So you may want to enroll. Now, there's plenty of time. I can't say plenty of time. It's May 5th and time goes by very quickly. So many of you out there may want to get in touch. The phone number's there. Call the Sheehan Center and get in touch with the people that are there so that you have foursomes, you have, what is it, 2 people or foursomes?
Yeah, that's right. There's individual player. We'll be happy to pair you with individuals to make a complete foursome. And there's twosomes that we put together, 2 other individuals to complete a foursome. And of course, the support really goes a long way.
And you have contests all the way along the way.
Yes.
People can get prizes, win trips, events. It's a fun day.
Absolutely. There's a putting contest. There's a double your money hole. And this year we'll have a female semi-pro golfer who will be there. She was there last year as well. And that was really interesting. You know, some of the male that were there would say, oh my goodness, this female golfer could hit the ball farther than I can. And so, you know, and even though, you know, this is a men's golf classic, we do have females that actually play in this golf classic as well. So it's anyone can attend and play golf.
The other thing is, I remember last year, you were entertaining UConn, players. Now look, it might be a hard stretch this year. He just won the championship, but he had UConn players come out there.
Yes, last year we thought we'd have an added attraction, and so we had a couple of the UConn men's basketball team that came out and was helping us raise funds for the summer day camp program, and that was such a big help for us. This year, the females won it. The UConn women yesterday brought home the gold, and so congratulations to them. But yeah, we will have this year, we're hoping that we could have a couple of the UConn men's basketball team at the Golf Classic as well. So we're working on that.
You just mentioned the summer daycare. I mean, it's not daycare, day camp. Maybe elaborate a little bit about that. You said it's just around the corner.
Yes.
That's one of the programs.
Yes, absolutely. So our summer day camp starts at 7:30 a.m. So it's early drop off, 7:30 a.m. 9 o'clock, the camp actually officially starts from 9 to 3. And then there's extended day from 3 to 5 o'clock p.m. for families. During the summer day camp period of time, children get homework help. They do receive math, literacy, and science. So math, literacy, and science, because we know about summer learning loss. So we always want to make sure that in summer camp that we incorporate the academics. In addition to that, there is swimming for those who want to swim and that know how to swim. There is cooking. There's basketball.
Everything.
We do everything, and then, you know, we always incorporate field trips. So we work closely with the Discovery Science Center.
Oh, okay. Up on Park Avenue.
To provide our STEM program during the summertime, and that's also the truth so that's also true with the McGivney Community Center, working alongside with the Discovery Museum.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, you do the STEM program too?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
So there's STEM, and you know, we always incorporate that A to make it STEAM, because arts is really important as well. So yeah, so you know, there's the math, literacy, science, field trips, outdoor play, there is computers, there is, they do like love arts and craft. There's a movie watching, there is field trips, and we're really busy.
Like I said, you're busy.
We're busy.
There's a lot of things.
Yeah, so field trips we typically do from Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and on Fridays is Free Fun Fridays, and Fridays are when we celebrate the students, and so there's a lot of awards and, you know, other special activities. If it's a staff versus a youth basketball game, or staff versus youth some sort of contest, and children absolutely love it. And at the end of summer day camp, there's a big dance performance, and there's dancing as well.
All right.
So families are invited the last day of camp, and our camp is 8 weeks. So each week families could sign up week by week, and then of course each day, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, are special field trips that we take the students on.
How would one sign up if they wanted their child, the parents to sign up?
Yeah, so they would have to come to the Sheehan Center, and on our website, cardinalsheehancenter.org. There's a link. If you go to the programs page for the summer day camp, that's the Golf Classic right now that you're seeing on the screen. But if you do go to the sheehancenter.org website, under programs, you'll get you could download the summer day camp packet, because the students will need to get their current physical as well.
Now, what programs, I know you have, what is it, K through 12, right? And what programs do you have for the adults going forward from K through 12?
So adults, so let me just back up to say about for the high school students first.
Okay.
So high school students, we have a free CIT program, and CIT stands for Counselor in Training, so it's a free job training program, and that's year-round. So we get those high school students ready to be employable, to get them ready in the job market, resume writing, interviewing skills,
Wow.
workplace expectation, workplace communication, et cetera, et cetera. And of course, our high school students also receive, as part of the CIT program, they do receive financial literacy as well, teaching them the stock market. We have a podcasting program, which I failed to mention earlier.
Wow.
That was another big hit of a program
I
that
said
we have.
there's so many programs.
That I may forget, but podcasting. So some of our high school students have received podcasting, learning about, creating their own podcast. And of course, there's a various basketball leagues. So for adults, we have swimming. So there's, we have a robust aquatics program for individuals who from 3 years old all the way up to our seniors. And seniors, for those seniors who don't know how to swim, we do provide swimming lessons for any adult over 18 years old. And then, for 3 years old all the way up to high school students, they could participate in the aquatics program where we teach individual lessons as well as semi-group lessons, and then of course group lessons as well.
There's so many programs that you have going on. I mean, like I said, it's not just one particular thing. It's many programs, and many of these are year-round, right? I
Yes,
mean,
absolutely.
So it's not just, some centers, they open for the summer and then they close, but you have things, I see cars there constantly, all of the time. There's always something going on, after-school programs,
Yes.
during the school. I see buses, like you said before, I do see buses coming in from out of the city of Bridgeport. That's the regional center where you have all of the different programs that are coming in.
Yeah, and I tell you, we are a gem in the community. We're located on Main Street, so it's easy, off access. Individuals could access the center by city bus. Those who live in the immediate area could walk to the Sheehan Center, and we also have buses too that we bus the students from their schools and bring them to the Sheehan Center, and then of course we utilize our We Transport bus system and have those students bused from their respective schools to the Cardinal Sheehan Center. So, we're a gem in the community, and so our families rely on us, the school system relies on us, and of course it's generational. As well, the Cardinal Sheehan Center and the McGivney Community Center, because we hear it from the families. I used to come to the Sheehan Center. I took PE here, so we used to provide PE classes to some of the schools as well. And so families would say, I used to come to the Sheehan Center. Just last week, as a matter of fact, I was given a tour to a young lady from Fairfield.
Oh, okay.
And she said, Lorraine, did I tell you that I came to the Sheehan Center for PE? And I, no, you didn't. She said, oh my God, I remember coming, and she talked about it. And then of course some of our families who come to the center now, whether it's the grandparents coming for basketball, will tell their grandchild that I used to come to the Sheehan Center as a kid. So it's really generational. And then even if it's not generational, we get the word out to the community and to the schools and to let them know about the various program offerings.
I'm sure
that we
that
have.
also you probably have mentors that come in with all the people that have gone through the doors of the Sheehan Center that, like you just mentioned there, someone coming back, I used to go to the Sheehan Center. But I'm sure that you have, maybe you could elaborate a little bit about your mentor program.
Yes. And so we have a girls mentoring program and we have a boys mentoring program. And in fact, this coming Thursday, we'll have one of our individuals who came to the Sheehan Center as a young boy, who've gone through our program, summer day camp, after school program, and then our leadership program, our job training program, and now is fully employable, went off to college, and he's coming back to mentor the boys in the boys mentoring program this Thursday. And so we do provide various opportunities for individuals who were beneficial or benefited from the programs of the center to coming back to help. Within our leadership program, we've had individuals who come in and say, especially if they have an expert, they wanted to give back, so they'll come back and talk to the students about their various careers that they have. So, yeah.
What do you see for the future of the Sheehan Center? And what do you think, what would you like to leave as your legacy behind for all of the things and the growth that has occurred within the Sheehan Center. What do we call it? A bold and audacious plan going forward.
Yes, a bold and audacious plan. So I really want to make sure that the Sheehan Center is sustainable. And then, I've been the executive director for 6 years, and within the 6 years, I've seen the growth of the organization, both in the way the facility looks, both in terms of program offerings, and of course, and individuals coming back. Within, the legacy is really now we wanted to create a robust alumni board, if you will. Mm-hmm. Or a network, so that this way we could be able to capture data for all of those individuals who benefited from the Sheehan Center, and that the programs continue to be enriching, and we strive, and that the mission, whether it's enhanced, but ultimately in terms of providing support for our children, that's the make sure that those goals continue on.
Okay, and as everyone out there knows, programs need money, yes. Fundraising. So we probably end up with a little past the plate, but fundraising is everything, and I encourage everyone to get involved with the golf tournament that you see on the screen right there. Get your phones out, the QR code is there. And with that, I'd like, maybe you could leave a couple of last words about, support for how people can support you.
Yes, thank you so much. And so the Sheehan Center has a website at sheehancenter.org, and that's SheehanCenter.org. There's various giving opportunities where individuals could, donate to the center, where we could help a child come to the center. We have opportunities to help us with our appeals, to have children come to the center for summer day camp. There's an 8-week summer day camp program, so it'd be great if someone helps a child to come for 1 week, 2 weeks, or all 8 weeks. And coming back and volunteer. There's opportunities to volunteer by serving on our board. We're always looking for board members, and of course, donations, right? So donations. We have an arts and craft room, so helping us to alleviate some of those costs, and art supplies, and when we have our backpack drive, making sure that children are ready to be fully equipped to go back to school in August. And so there's so many different ways to support us, and of course with our fundraising events, that especially the one that's coming up now on May the 5th, our Men's Golf Classic. You don't need to be a golfer in order to play, but certainly there's opportunities to help us.
Well, we talked about a lot, and again, as I said, that's probably 10% of what she does. She's modest. So I want to thank you for coming on the program today, and many people out there, you'll be able to see this on YouTube, and you can have your friends view it over and over again. But I'd like to thank you again, and again, thank you.
You're welcome, and thank you for the opportunity. This is great. Thank you so much, Charles.
All right.
Appreciate you.